Warhammer 40K, Rogue Trader, Void Shadows DLC, all companions builds. In this case, we got Pasqal, Magos Pasqal, the best freaking companion in the game and the funniest one as well. Pasqal is a boss killer, debuffer, buffer, AoE damage dealer, melee or ranged. He can be played in a lot of multiple ways. I give you build for unfair difficulty for Pasqal. Let's not waste time and let's go.
Are you ready for Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader? Because I am. The Emperor protects.
If you decide to play melee Pasqal, then it's weapon skill as the main characteristic. But in this case, the build that I give for Pasqal is ballistic Pasqal that needs ballistic skill, strength, so he can carry heavy armor, power armor, perception, and intelligence. Those are the main characteristics on Pasqal. What about stats? Flat stats, we need everything on Pasqal. We need deflection, high armor, solid dodge, and great parry. As far as skill sets go, Pasqal is best at tech use and logic. After that, you can go with Medicae. Those three are a must on Pasqal. The primary one would be, of course, tech use. Of course, he is a Mechanicus Magos. Now, Pasqal is an operative that's gonna become a Grand Strategist, so he dominates the field and always plays first to cast all of his buffs and debuffs, and then he becomes an exemplar. For the operative part, we go with bread and butter analyze, into tech use, into expose weakness, they still merge extremely well, into ulti dismantling attack, into passive learning, then we go with perception, into pinnacle of weaponry, into weak body, weak soul, into perception, into perfect spot, because this is ballistics Pasqal, into tech use, then we're gonna take uncanny sight, into dueling mastery for extra parry, into dismantling attack ulti upgrade number 3, then we're taking logic, into intelligence, into instant exposure, into Medicae, then we take joint analysis, into aiming protocols, into joint offense, intelligence, ballistics, and we end up it will not die for extra wounds with dismantling attack ulti upgrade number 2. That would be the operative part. Now we switch to the Grand Strategist. Grand Strategist, he gets combat tactics, then we take kill zone stratagem, into inescapable zone, into take and hold, then action point power spike increase, into ballistics, into exposing communion, into ballistics again. Then we're taking overwhelming stratagem, into tech use, into persistence of the forge. We take ballistics, then we go with a plasma weapon expert because we're gonna play with plasma. Then we go with the overcharged protocols, into perception, into tech use, then it's ulti, take and hold, upgrade number 4. Then we're taking scanner mechindrite, into perception, into intelligence, into logic. Then we're taking stronghold stratagem, into manipulator push, into swift movements, extra movement points, into logic, into intelligence, then we take a bit of weapon skill, then we're gonna go with a grenadier, into nimble, and we finish off with ulti upgrade number 1. For the exemplar part, we open up with perfection under fire, then we take comprehensive analysis, into tech use, into machine spirit scan protocols, into toughness. Then we're taking Medicae Mechindrite, into precise attack, into tech use, and then we're taking eager for battle for extra action points, into filtering protocols. After that we're taking toughness, into fresh target, into combat locus stratagem with toughness. Then we go to the acceleration protocols, into characteristic training, into strength so we can equip power armor. Then we're gonna take logic, into know it all, into extra action points, power spike increase. Tides of excellence is next, into logic, then the sniper expertise, into Medicae, then we take utility mechindrite, into strength, then strength again, into Medicae, then we're gonna take pinpoint accuracy, into reactive study, then it's the fires of the forge, into Medicae, then we take sharpshooter, into power armor proficiency, and Basically here we prepare for the final boss, for fights against Necrons and so on. Until this moment he doesn't need power armor. Then we're gonna take tactical advantage into perception, then flesh wounds for auto heal on every round, then ballistics calculation, and we end up with action points, power spike increase. And that would be Pasqal leveling. Now what about itemization on Pasqal? Itemization is very simple. The better the Omnissiah X, the more damage he'll deal with melee. In this case we got Omnissiah Providence into any plasma rifle. There's like 1 million plasmas in the game for Pasqal, as you can see them all here. Every plasma. How do you pick what plasma you want to play with? The bigger the damage and the bigger the armor penetration, that's the plasma gun that you want to equip. Both plasma pistols and plasma heavy guns or light guns count on Pasqal. Okay, those would be the weapons. So for the helmet we're taking enhanced data tether mask. Now what items do we want on Pasqal, by the way? Everything that enhances ballistic, toughness, strength, perception, intelligence, tech use, logic. Those are the items that we want to equip. Parry. So helmet, enhanced data tether mask, armor, power armor. Before that you're gonna use medium tech armor. For trinkets we're gonna use combi tools. There's plenty of them in the game. This is the highest one. For the other one we take target designator. For amulet, warlord amulet, the best one on Pasqal that exists. For gloves, overcharge gloves, of course. Then we're gonna take mental of extermination. Basically on gloves, everything that has some benefits on plasma weapons are those that you want to equip along the way until you get overcharge gloves. For the cape, mental of extermination. And for boots we're gonna take the Nemo boots for extra movement points, because Pasqal is quite slow and this will enhance his movement a bit. What do we do with consumables? Healing and stims for action and movement points. How do we play Pasqal? Early game when he's an operative, what we want to do is analyze enemies into expose weakness and shoot from a perfect spot. So you trigger perfect spot, analyze, expose, shoot, end up with joint analysis. Okay, later on when it gets tougher you use machine spirit communion. When you see robots you use machine spirit banishment. It's extremely good against robots. For the part where it becomes grand strategist, you place front line on enemies, you go with a kill zone stratagem, then you do the combo from the operative, shoot, and you're gonna hurt them even more. As far as later game goes, you can always heal up, you can shoot enemies under cover, and you can use tactical knowledge to become even stronger. That's how you play Pasqal. Basically he is there to debuff and to deal AoE damage. That would be the ballistic build on Pasqal. It's extremely valid on unfair. There is no playing in this game without Pasqal, because he is the main skill checker in the game. Okay, all the skill checks belong to Pasqal, as I like to call him. Know it all Pasqal. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you on the next one. Thanks for watching.